We should be fine. Okay. Are we good? For the sake of everything, I'm just gonna pretend that we're good. If not, I might actually just freaking lose it. Oh my god, okay. Whoa, hey, hi. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, we're recording. My phone's good. Hopefully it doesn't just randomly decide to play loudly. Hello. Hi. Ah, we are back into Stardew Valley. I'm having a lot of technological difficulties. I have these little squares right here, and I could tell you can't see them in stream, but I could see them. Can I get rid of them? Could be a-okay. Okay. Now let me get the cursor out of here. Let me try to remember my keys and... Why is that? Oh, okay, it's the end. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. We got the wheel. We got ads. Who the heck said it was okay for there to be ads? I didn't. No, thank you. I like the lizard meme, but I don't like you, Gecko Man. Hello. Hi. How are you? I'm gonna scream. For those who don't know, we have a wheel. This beautiful wheel right here. I click this button whenever we get a gifted sub or anything of that sort. The rules are on the screen. Wheel rules, 1,000 bits for 1 spin. 1 sub equals 1 spin. 5 gifted equals 3 spins. Yeah, so rules. And then I get these funny little rules like this, where I have to chop all the trees on my farm, even the fruit trees. Ouchies. Those who know, you know. Fruit trees don't just grow quick. It takes a whole season for them to grow. And then, like, it's infuriating. Thankfully, they now fixed it where fruit trees now drop a sapling. I no longer completely lose the tree. But oh my god, if I did. Right? Anyways, so we have rules that already been predetermined due to Cade. And who all has subscribed? We got follows here. I'm thinking of adding a rule where like a certain amount of follows gets so much, whatever the case may be. So let me look at Twitter a second. What we have here thus far is there's a lot of prediction stuff from the last time I played. Layout updated. Shut up. Okay, so Cade gifted 5. Gave out 5 community. What? What did Cade do? Hello? Okay, so 11 days ago, Cade gave out 5 subs. He gifted 5 subs. We did 3 spins for that. Did we? Wait. How many subscribers are we at? Real questions need real answers. Okay, let's see. Hold on, I'm causing chaos. I'm at 8 subscriptions. I believe all of which were gifted by Cade. So I got 5 subs on August 9th. And then August 8th I had 3 subs. 1 was a subscription. I don't think we honored the 5 subs. That means I've got 3 subs to get. Or 3 spins. This one don't count. This one don't count, okay? That don't count. So right now we can't use the pickaxe till the 2nd day of summer, which is 3 days. and can't plant anything till the second day of summer. If I get an overlapping one, that just adds 3 days. Yippee. And since the day started, I get to count today as one of the days. Just saying. Can't leave the farm for a day. Okay. Can't leave farm till summer 1st. Cool. Okay, we got one. We get another spin. Cade, please don't do this to me. I'm glad to finally honor this for you, but like, you know what, we can live with that. We can live with that. Okay, so can't use pickaxe. Can't. I'm gonna find out a code for this so it's not bad. Oh, so okay. That adds to it. So 3 days after that, so summer 5th. Okay, so I can cross out the summer 2nd stuff because now we can't till summer 5 anyway. 5th day of summer. Okay, last one for Cade. Until somebody else curses me. Yippee. New animal chat vote. Okay, so how this worked last time was I got a new animal and chat voted on a name or came up with names in the comments. We will do that. I'm just gonna write down chat name new animal. I can't get an animal right away, so it's gonna be a second, but chat will be the one to name it. Okay, so there we go. Let's get back to gaming. What are you doing? Okay, see? What? Okay. Are we done letting me go crazy? Cool. Hi. Sorry. So I can use everything but my pickaxe. Okay, so we are back. Sorry, my phone was going off for some reason. So I stepped out for a second. Why is that lighting up now? Okay. I had to put my tablet on the charger because it has been dead. I need to get the TV remote on there so Jello stops taking my phone. But anyways, besides the point. So we could do everything. But okay, so that's my... This needs to go away. The cursor caused nothing but trouble. Okay, so we could use... Trying to get used to these buttons again. I've been playing on the Switch for the last couple of days. So, for those who don't know, I've been MIA from YouTube and Twitch for a couple of days now. Which sucks. I know. I'm sorry. I need to be better. But I'm not. Okay? I'm human. I get distracted easily. I can use my X. Go ahead and get this. We can't leave the farm today. Which is fine. We could be cleaning up the farm. Not that it's gonna matter, because when summer 1st comes, which is tomorrow in the game, it's just gonna mess up the farm again. But at least this will be somewhat neat. We can't use a pickaxe. We can use a scythe. I want to chop these baby trees. Go ahead and get them out of there, because I don't want to deal with them. I know a lot of people are going to be like, that's a waste of seeds, that's a waste of this. Okay. It's not like I'm cutting the grass or anything. I'm going to let that grow crazily. There's so much of my farm I've yet to explore. Is there a way to zoom out? It's as zoomed out as it can be. Crazy. That's fine. Okay, so what are we going to do on our farm? We're going to go ahead and get this guy out of there. Because I have a plan. Even though I can't plant till the second day of summer. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What I can do though, is this my craft bin? Do I not do I have another? I do. What is this one for? I'm relearning everything. Okay, so that don't help me much. I guess that's my fishing and crops bin. I really kept no crops from the spring. What? Okay, it's fine. So we are gonna get the fishing rod. We're gonna do some fishing, because I can fish, right? Yeah, I can fish. Okay, so we are gonna fish a little to pass the time of the day and get out some of this energy. The following day, we can use the hoe and all that fun stuff. We just can't plant. And the axe will be off limits for a couple of days. It'll be okay. Like I said, we got this. Okay, how does fishing work in this again? That's gonna be my main struggle. Okay, so I'm gonna have to use my space bar for everything. Cool. Which means you're gonna hear clicking nonstop. Ah, why? I need to get a mouse. What I need to do is go get the little TV thing that I have downstairs, figure out how to set it up as a second monitor, but I gotta find another HDMI cable, which I know we have another one. It's a short one, but we have one, and I only know this because Jello tried to set up the switch upstairs. Or he thought he had to because he wasn't able to do it right on the main TV, on the TV stand. And then we found the HDMI to HDMI cable and realized that Jello is an idiot. But so am I, because I was the one holding the box the whole time. Yikes. Listen, in my defense, I don't really have defense. All I can say is that we are equally eggs. Ah. All that for a newspaper. Hold on. I realized I can't see chat over here. Which kind of makes me upset. I like to be able to see chat. Okay, now it's saying everything is excellent. Love it. So glad. Okay. Is this relaxing to you guys? Why is there a... I don't know that number. I do not answer numbers I do not know. Hopefully they leave a voicemail. The fact that it doesn't say that I missed a call might mean they're leaving me a long voicemail, and it's either, one, something to do with medical bills, or two, this loan company that keeps calling me from many different states, trying to get me to get a loan with them. And, like, I'll mess with them. Hell, if they call back, I'll mess with them on stream. Because, like, they keep trying to get me to get a loan with them. And they're like, oh, consolidate your debt and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, bro, I'm so deep in debt, it would take 35 of me to climb out of that hole. Like, bruh. I was doing good at my last job, getting out of debt. Which kind of makes me sad. My last job, I was making... I started off at like 16 an hour, which, not the greatest, but... For living at my parents' house, that was amazing, right? No big bills. And then I finally got hired on, which is why we made so many decisions that we made. And I ended up getting 23 an hour? I was gonna go for the treasure chest, but I was like, I felt nervous. But yeah, no, I was making $23 an hour to work night shift building car parts, and it was great if it wasn't for my pots. it's really hot in a metal building working on a factory line. And it would have been great. I would have done amazing had I could stay there like that. But unfortunately, it got to a point where I couldn't just hang out. Like, not hang out, but like I couldn't stay cool enough to deal with it. It was insanely hot. Like, especially in the summers where the temps were getting up to 90 degrees in the building. And they tried to argue with that. I remember telling my boss, like, I can't work in 90-degree temps. And he goes, well, it's not 90-degree temps. I'm like, really? Your freaking machines tell you what temperature it's at within the machines. Guess who's standing right beside the freaking machine absorbing that heat? Not you. Like, last time I remembered, the one machine said 89 degrees. Now, technically, I can get, that's not 90 degrees. Are we really gonna split hairs when I was nearly passing out at work? Like, really? If that's the freaking case, then it's over 80 degrees, shy of 90. Either way, not safe working conditions for somebody with POTS. My freaking bad, right? And I tried my best to get accommodations and try to like maneuver things about and like try to figure out what I can do. But they're like, oh, we don't have any, you know, what is it called? Light duty jobs. Because really, if the company wanted to work with me, they really could have put me in these quality checkpoints at my job, and they could have kept me there where I wasn't moving as much, where I wasn't causing myself to overheat as much, maybe away from the bigger machines, because like the quality points in most of the places were either one, surrounded by just a couple machines, or it was, you know, I'm just saying, there's a lot that could have been done, and it could have been handled way different. They could have had me train for, like, a certain area and learn all the parts for that area. Which, actually, no, they couldn't. Because I'm short. To be honest, that job gave me a lot of trouble since I started there. It was constantly like, oh, well, you know, with your height and da-da-da-da. My height was never an issue when I started. If my height was such an issue, why didn't you flag me at the door and be like, sorry, never mind. Like, why hire me into the job? Right? How's my laptop almost already dead? Okay, got everything resituated. Am I looking good? Okay. So I got a message. We just got a letter. We just got a letter. Sorry, I grew up on Blue's Clues. So did your job let you go or did you leave? I left. They tried to let me go, and I'm an idiot. An actual freaking idiot. Okay? Though I found out I could have technically still fought them over it. So, let's get back into this. Let's fish a little while we talk. So, it was becoming too much. It was becoming a health hazard, and I was having to leave work. I had just got diagnosed with POTS. I didn't know exactly what that meant for me in my daily life and how it affected me and what symptoms were the POTS and what was just like something I was dealing with. Because prior to that, I was diagnosed with severe migraines with the potential for stroke-like symptoms. Scary, I know. And there was no cause for it. They sent me for they tried to send me for MRIs. But, like, I was like, is that really necessary? And then the doctor's like, well, you know what? Migraines, da-da-da, POTS, da-da-da. And I'm like, huh, yeah, it could be. I could be putting myself in a constant flare if it is POTS. Well, then she did the test, and then she sent me to cardiology. They did the test. Sure enough, they were like, yeah, it's POTS. Or what we could assume is POTS, because we see no other reasoning behind these issues. That's the one thing about a lot of invisible illnesses. Not all of them are hard to detect, but some of them are, like POTS being the main one. They have no way of truly knowing what is the cause behind it, because, like, it doesn't come up on your normal blood test, right? It doesn't come up on any blood test. Let's be real quick. It doesn't come up on blood test. It sure doesn't come up on, you know, any little minor tests or minor things they may do at the doctor's office. So all that you get to find out is that you feel like crap and you still don't know why. And you're sitting there like, bro, I need an answer. And the doctor's like, well, but like, well, and well, you're just like, okay. So we got a well, but well, and a well, but oh well, you know, type of situation. What do I do? And they're like, oh, well, you know. The medical system is such a joke. I can't use my pickaxe. Okay. But I can get this all set up, but I can't plant nothing. Okay. Anyways, like I said, the medical system's a freaking joke, right? Like, it is so sad. The things that they do and the things they get away with. Okay. Oh, an omelet. Cool. I know how to cook an omelet. Crazy. But seriously, they send you for all these tests and you still have no answers, yet you still have to pay the thousands of dollars for the test with no answers. And they're just like, well, you know, it happens. I need to turn my volume down. It's still too loud. I feel like I'm yelling. But yeah, no. For so many years, I got the well bull crap from doctors and my entire life. Just like my hormones, not that this is really anyone's business, but again, I like to advocate for women who deal with invisible illnesses. We don't have an answer to my hormone issues. Like, I have so many markers and indicators for hormone imbalance, but yet they checked my thyroid half a dozen times and they're like, no, your thyroid's fine. Yet my body creates more testosterone. I truthfully have a higher amount of testosterone than I normally would have. But yet there's nothing wrong with my hormones or whatever system that all comes from? What do you mean? But there's no way to check for that, you know? Or like, I suspect I have endometriosis or PCOS, but they have no proof of nothing. They've ran the test. Bro, no you didn't. You checked to see if I had cysts in my ovaries. That's it. That's all you did. And there was no reason to believe that there are cysts. Not that they didn't see it, or there ain't a chance of it. They believe they don't see anything that might indicate a cyst. Great, right? We're going off of belief in a field that is primarily hardcore facts and proof and what we see. What? But yet explain the fact that I am doubled over in pain getting morphine from the hospital sometimes for the cramping. Now, if I'm not, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a mathematician, I didn't go to college, but 1 + 1 = 2, right? So, like, somebody please freaking explain how the actual living whatever I can have these markers and indicators for one thing, and then everyone's like, oh no, it's not that. Did you check for that? Well, we just kind of glanced. They don't listen. They check what they want to check and how they want to check it. And then they give you some vague answer. And it makes me mad. Because, like, who knows? Maybe one day I do want to start a family. How am I supposed to do that without knowing my actual medical health? Right? Like, most people, you can have a conversation with a woman in your life, and they will tell you it is scary being a woman sometimes. Especially in America right now. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not speaking for everybody. Is that a haze? Haze. Oh my god, I'm staring towards a light, so my eyes are all, and I just see a figure in the darkness sitting on the stairs. And it looked like a head. Just like something, a dark little figure just sitting. And it could have been like just the head of somebody, and I didn't know, and it freaked me the fuck out. Anyways. Another reason why it's scary being a woman in the United States. But to be quite honest with you guys, again, I can't speak for all women. I can only speak for myself. Me, myself, I would love to have a family, right? I would love to not really, like, have a family. I'd be fine with adopting. I'd be fine with so many things in life. I could, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and try to sketch out where I'm gonna put my scarecrow and everything. So that way, I don't have to do too much the next day. Big brain. There we go. But, like, even if I were to want to start a family, right? Say I did. And I think, you know, this is the greatest idea I think I've ever had. Can I have one? I can't have one without the others. There we go. Figured it out. But say I were to decide that I want to have kids. And I want to start a family. Me and Jello. Hold on, I gotta count. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. Yikes. Okay. We're gonna have to do this tomorrow. Yippee. But, you know, say in theory I decide I want to do that. Right? First of all, with my medical health, I've got XYZ reason why my body might not be eligible for that. I have reason to suspect and believe, with no proof, that that's a possibility. that's already a big gamble, right? Now, say I were to have that in my life, and a while later, I no longer am eligible to continue. Whether that means my health declined significantly, something went wrong, and my body did not respond right to that. I'm trying to figure out what words to use without getting censored or demonetized, because YouTube and Twitch are a little finicky sometimes. But say freak accident and my body places it where it shouldn't be, on the outside of something, which is a very harmful risk. That can result in loss of life to me. Whatever the case may be, I'm in a harmful situation, or I have no choice in the situation, and my body tries to reject going further, for a simpler choice of words, I guess. And I need to be seen by a doctor. I need medication to help me and to help fix my body in that area. But because there's life, I would not be able to receive health care. Right? So I have to risk losing my life to try to bring another life into this world. Freaking scary, right? Right? Who wants to do that? Why would you? You've got a lot of life to live. Right? There's so many souls on this earth already. There's so many people in this world. What is the risk of giving up your own life to add another being, if not multiple, depending on if twins or triplets run in your family, right? Why would you do that? That makes so much or so little sense to me. Because technically, if you look at it, yes, the next form of life will have more years to live, more potential than I currently have sitting in this chair streaming. But I already have potential already here, walking, talking, and breathing. Just saying, you know? Personally, if I were to grow my family, I would definitely think about adoption. But adoption is expensive, so like, will I though? That seems to be a problem too. Anyways, I need to stop ranting. I'm sorry. I'm just, it frustrates me to no avail. Why is my cap lock on? I hit the wrong button. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I've noticed by playing on the Switch I could do an 11 by 11 square. I also have not been counting. But if I did my math right, it should come to right here. Let me double check myself, because I'm an idiot who sometimes can't math. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I believe the math has again mathed. Okay. Perfect. Now what is my middle point? Better question. Okay, so 2 over here. 3, 4. So technically 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're looking on this row, so we will go 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and boom. We've got it. And technically, it is summer 2nd. So not only can we now leave the farm, we can plant. So let's go ahead and get this all knocked out of the way and get to planting. But yeah, sorry for the rant and getting up on my pedestal or high horse or whatever you want to call it. I just think it's crazy the way the world is working and how little research into women's health there is. But yet there's so many people trying to be a governing force on women's bodies. Like with these health policies and doing the things the way they're doing, birth rates are dropping. So what women are going to be left to govern if you keep trying to tell her what to do with her own body? Just saying. Again, I don't mean to get up on a pedestal and rant and rave. We can agree to disagree. We can have views of different opinions. I just know I like to have say over my body. I don't like a man that doesn't know me thinking he has an opinion or he deserves to have an opinion. Why? Like what? This kind of goes to what I was saying the other day on one of my shorts. Why does it matter? Right? Like, this was more so about the Supreme Court ruling. But, like, I have friends and family who are gay. I have friends and family who are trans or non-binary. Whether I'm close with that family or not, or, you know, my level of closeness, or, you know, whoever they are to me, it doesn't matter. I can promise you, I don't care what they're doing right now. Personally, I don't know anything that my siblings are doing. I barely know who they are. That sounded wrong. That sounded horribly wrong. Technically what I was trying to get at there was, I don't even know the people that they're with. Like, I know some of them are married. I know some of them are dating. Bro, okay, cool. I only vaguely know a couple of them for specific reasons. So, you know. I gotta... Okay. I was not thinking when I sold that. It's okay, though. It's fine. What we really need to do is go ahead and get 11. Oh, that's cutting so deep. I should have focused on what's most important. It's okay. We're okay. Pepper seeds are gonna be my better bet. Okay. Ugh. Radish seeds, I might be able to get enough of those. Okay. Ugh. Which leaves me to be able to get 11 of these. Perfect. Kind of. Getting there. Not quite perfect, but I'll take it. Okay. Kind of sucks we weren't able to do much with our day. Basically, bottom line of what I was trying to say is Be who you are, do what you gotta do to get through the day. You shut the hell up and live your life. I mean, I guess the same could be said for me. I'm giving out advice here. But, you know, I do this for the fun of it. I'm not a content creator to make money. Well, kind of do it to make money now because money is tight. But, like, again, I'm not here to make it a job. If I make money from it, cool. If I don't make money, then I will try harder the next time. I don't really stress about things, or I try not to. And I certainly don't stress about somebody else's life. That's what don't make no sense to me. Like, so what? It's not hurting me none that there's people being idiots to be idiots. What good's it do me to be worried about them? Right? Not where I went or meant to go. Beautiful. I want to put this in specific spots. If I have extra money to plant melons, I want to put them in the middle. Okay, 0. No. 9. Trying to learn these. Okay. Trying to learn these buttons is difficult. My back is killing me. I might have to get up and stretch here in a second. Okay. Let me take a second. I'm back. I'm out of breath. I have a Millie pup who just came to follow me. Hello, Millie Egg. Hello. Hi. Hello, Mama's pup. What doing? What doing? Huh? No, you can't get up in my lap. I don't think there's enough space for you, Egg. She knows the difference. She's so smart. Before people are like, oh, dogs don't know English. Really? Because I could talk to her in the same exact tone and she could differentiate what I'm trying to get her to do. Like, first thing in the morning, it's always, oh, good morning, hi. Hi, good morning, hello. Come here. See, she comes here. She knows good morning and come here. She knows that means I'm happy and I want cuddles. But I could easily say, Millie, go wake him up. Go wake him up. Come on, Millie, let's go wake him up. Yes, let's go wake him up, come on. Sorry. But I literally told her, want to go wake him up. She knows that as go jump on the bed. Because in the morning, she gets up on the bed with Jello and has her morning cuddles. She's probably going to try to run up here and jump up on the bed now that I keep saying that. Anyways, besides that point, let's get back into this. I need my headphones. What am I doing? Ah, chaos. Alright. Hello, chat. She is a very pretty dog, thank you. She's spoiled rotten, too. I can promise you that much. Okay. That's not gonna be enough, is it? I went very easy peasy on my first go round, didn't I? Get that out of here. Okay. Try to get the tomatoes and that to grow quick. Okay, what other crops are we needing... I guess we'll give it to the melons. There's only 3. I don't want to do it unevenly. Like, it's already gonna be uneven, but I don't want to make it more uneven, you know? Okay. Is there anything I could sell to Pierre for more seed? I mean, really, the fish we can't sell to him. Do we need that for anything? You know what, we might be good. I need to water my plants. That is something I could be doing. Okay. So E, and then... I'm getting the hang of it. But now that I've gotten the hang of it, I'll be ending stream soon. Love that for me. I also haven't checked if my YouTube video is doing good today. Hold on. So far 3 views in 3 hours. That not bad. For some reason my videos like have a slow crawl upward and then all of a sudden just boom. Thousands of people watching. It's crazy. My YouTube channel has been doing very well and it's been interesting to see. Definitely will take it versus the alternative of it not doing well. Okay. What? We need to get one of those wells. I'm tired of walking this far. Do I even have another patch where I can do all this at? I feel like the meadow farm is so weird. Right now on the Switch, I'm doing the not spooky farm, the wilderness farm. I called it the spooky farm because it's spooky. It's got monsters at night. The monsters are actually more annoying than anything. Because, like, it'll be, like, one that spawns at night. Or it's, like, half a dozen different bats. At all hours. And it's like, bro. How are you gonna either just give me one slime or 20,000 bats? That's unfair. Really ain't much I could do, huh? I guess I could go try to find forageables, but Pierre's shop's already closed. So the best I can do with that is get the forageables and sell them at night. I also need to go ahead and get the summer forageables set aside to bring to the community center. Did we choose community center or Joja route? Because I know I hate the Joja route, but if that is something everyone can agree on and is interested in, I've never played the Joja route. And I don't know if it would be easier. I know you don't get all the fancy stuff like you do if you play the, like, normal way. Normal way. I guess there's not truly a normal way. It's all supposed to be however you want to play it. That's what I love about Stardew Valley. Is that a flash of lightning? Crazy. Me just sees a flash of lightning continues to play on a computer. Wild, I know. Anyways, yeah, no, that's what I love about Stardew Valley is there's like half a dozen different ways to play this, and you could, I feel like this, I say this a lot about a lot of my games I play, because I truly enjoy replayable games. I don't like games where it's so cut and dry. Like, I'll play it one time and it'll be like, okay, you know what, that was good. First snow? Nice. It is very nice and relaxing. Of course, I don't have the choices in it, but like, it's still nice. It's still a cozy read along adventure that gets me called a lesbian, but that's okay. What the fuck? Hold on. You know, I try not to cuss too much. Cheap views. Absolutely not. You are banned. You're gone. That's one thing. If you want to piss me off in the worst way, come on here while I'm streaming and try to offer me some bullshit like that. Like, why would you sink your money into getting views on your content? Like, don't get me wrong, you've gotta, like, spend money to make money in most senses. In many different ways of it, you gotta spend it to make it, right? So playing video games, you have to buy the computer, or you have to buy the laptop, you have to buy the, you know, the microphone, you gotta buy the camera. You know, sometimes other people do buy it for you. But you gotta buy the games. You can play free to play games. There is a free way to do everything. But 9 times out of 10, you're gonna end up spending money to make it. Neither way is wrong. But again, why would you have something where you have to spend money to get people to watch your channel and to watch your stream? And my real question is, for that, you know, if anyone knows this, I doubt anyone here does. But like, hear me out. Earthquake during the night. Okay, let me hold on a second. So these views, do they just like, is it somebody who opens up a phone device and sits in your stream and watches your stream? Is it like people actually like being recommended to your channel and they'll actually check you out and you might get a subscriber or a follower? Like, what is it? Is it bots? Is it people? Is it like, are you gonna gain anything from it other than a view? Views are fleeting. Views only last as long as the stream does. I mean, given there's the analytics and all that. But like, what is a view gonna do for me in the long run? Is it gonna change anything? I mean, sure, I could pay for 100 viewers to magically come to my stream. But then, what's it gonna do when all of them magically disappear? Am I gonna get money from that? No. I'd get money from subscribers, but they have to pay to be a subscriber. So really, how much would I pay to get a subscriber? I mean, YouTube, that's their form of follow. Then they have the memberships. Can you pay for memberships? I mean, you could pay for somebody else. Sorry, I had a hangnail. But like, what good does it do? The numbers people want to see to make money are, you know, the views that are going to continue to view for multiple videos. The subscribers that aren't just bots sitting there. So, why? It makes no sense. Like, yeah, the number looks good. But, like, this is something Cass and I talked about a little. If you guys don't know, I have a friend who is the awkward gamer, Cass. We played Raft and Phasmophobia together. I'm actually gonna end this stream here in a second. But Cass and I, we had a conversation about this in regards to people who are like, oh, I want to support your channel. How do I support your channel? And like, that is very complicated. Let me get to chatting real quick. So channel support can look differently for many things, or in many ways, right? So for me personally, I have a whole bunch of different ways you could support my channel. You can watch my videos. Preferably watch the whole video, right? You could watch a whole live stream. You could join in for a whole live stream. Really? For any kind of algorithm... Trying to think of the word. For the algorithm's sake of it, I would need you to watch at least half the video. Right? Like, obviously the numbers look better when everybody's watching the full video. That's great even. Especially when you're in multiple different states. And it shows that my content is decently liked somewhere in this world. And then people around you who watch similar content to you will be recommended my videos. That is, it will always be the number one way to support a YouTube channel, is to watch a whole video. Like, yeah, you could skip the last little 20 seconds of it. You could skip the intros and the outros. That don't matter. Those are the little buffer periods for sure. But that will pull into the algorithm. That will help a content creator. If you are somebody who's watching videos that you have no interest in, say you only use YouTube to watch movie trailers and film theories and conspiracy theories, right? And then you're watching my Pokemon videos. YouTube's gonna be like, well, that's a little weird. Huh. But they're still gonna try to pull my videos into your little algorithm, your little niche. And it's gonna try my videos in that area. My videos are not gonna succeed well. Unless for some reason they like Pokemon videos, right? But if you like Pokemon content, you may not like me as a content creator. You might like just gaming in general. You might like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, Lord Minion 777, Puffer, Grizzy, Droid, all them. You can like any other gaming content creator. I will still be within the same or decently area algorithm. Right? So it would benefit me for you to watch my whole video. Now, if you were to watch half of it, say you're not a fan of my content, you got 10 minutes to spare, you know you're gonna go take your dog for a 10-minute walk or whatever the case may be, you're not using your TV, your YouTube, you're not using your phone, you could just kind of like let it play and walk away. Do it. Turn on my videos. Say you're, whatever you're doing. You can easily do that. I used to do that at work. I was in a different area than where I lived. And I would play my videos in the middle of the break room. One, knowing everyone was on YouTube in the break room or some kind of form of content site. So playing my videos muted on my phone for 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes. I started popping up on people's feeds because we're all using YouTube in the same area. See, YouTube doesn't necessarily just run off of the factor of what you've watched before, plus the fact of what you're watching here recently. Because they do compile that all together, and they might see, Mark from Minnesota likes Link Plays Games, and the Minecraft for Link Plays Games, and notices that Mark also watches other Minecraft videos, right? Mark is a Minecraft-aholic. okay? But also, Bobby in Brooklyn also likes Minecraft videos, but does not know of Link Plays Games. And YouTube sees multiple different content creators that Mark and Bobby both watch, and they might be like, hey, Bobby, check out Link Plays Games. That's how part of the algorithm works. It also works on what time you're accessing the platform, when and where you're accessing it, what kind of devices. If you primarily get on YouTube on your phone, right? Say you always watch YouTube on your phone. You watch shorts on your phone specifically. And so does so-and-so. Like, people in your little area, they all watch it, right? This is how phones speak to each other. You know how, like, you'll be talking to somebody about a meme and then all of a sudden that meme has flooded your page? And you had only seen one video of it and you're like, oh, look at this lizard meme. And then all of a sudden your whole page 2 days later is lizard, 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 lizard. You know, right? Well, if you're playing that device or you're playing on your phone, watching a YouTube short, maybe I post a video of Millie being a goofball, and the person 3 seats away from you is also watching YouTube shorts around the same time in the same area. Depending on how similar, again, the content is, they might be like, hey, look at Link Plays Games, dog, and kind of nudge that over. So it really, there's a lot that goes into algorithms, and I don't even know the full extent or the painful details behind it, because I don't care to know. I just know the vague sense of it. Right? YouTube will always try to suggest videos and keep suggesting depending on the type of content you're creating and who's gonna watch it. But anyways, enough of me rambling. If you would like to support my channel, please watch my videos. Watch it at least halfway. Watch 5-10 minutes of it. Don't skip the ads. I earn ad revenue. If you have the YouTube Premium or whatever it is, I will still get paid for your ad revenue, or the revenue I would have made off of the ads they would have played. So I'll still earn money that way. It's not much. It's a few cents. I think in a day, I earn at most 3 cents on any odd video. Say I get like 100 views, I tend to get like 3-4 cents in we'll say a week. So I'm making 5 cents a video per week, post about 5 videos, so I make about 25 cents a day as a YouTuber. Yikes. That's not even minimum wage, is it? No. So, yeah, definitely watch the ads. If you have the little thing to avoid watching them, great, you're an amazing person. Anyone who is a content creator that you watch thanks you. I'm not saying go buy a YouTube Premium membership, but hey, watch the ads. This is why people like the unskippable ones when they're content creators, but they hate getting them themselves. Other ways to support my channel, of course, you can check out my merch store. It is redbubble.com, Link Plays Games. That's all you gotta look up, Link Plays Games, and you will find so many different designs. You will see my Invisible Illness designs. You will see just a lot, way too much. Someone needs to stop me. I have Markiplier fan art fixing to be released into the world. Do we want some more Markiplier fan art? Buy the merch. And we'll see about that. Also, another way you can show the love is on YouTube right now. I have memberships available. You can get a membership as low as 99 cents a month. 99 cents? Really? $1? Go for it. If you don't want to, you don't got the money, that's no problem. But if you do, it's $1. Why not? It's not like you guys get anything super extra special from me. Once I'm a full-time creator and I'm able to quit my job, I am looking into doing member-only streams, maybe once or twice a month. I want to do twice a month, but with my track record, we'll see. We'll see. At least once a month, but hopefully twice. Other than YouTube and merch, and you could get the YouTube membership, you could also get a Twitch subscription. I am gonna end this stream here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys!